Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to our July 12th call meeting to discuss the millage rate adjustment. Ms. Beck, we have, I think, someone
Yes.
for the participation. Might read the rules for us, please?
Yes. I'll read the rules for public participation. Public participation is the time that the board has set aside to encourage you as members of our community to voice your opinion on any matter, either included on or excluded from the printed agenda. A maximum time of 5 minutes will be allotted to a single individual or single topic based on the number of requests. Complaints against any employee of the school system will not be heard unless the complaint has been submitted in writing to the superintendent at least 7 days prior to the board meeting. If unresolved, any personal complaints about school personnel must be in writing for the board to review in executive session. Personal attacks against any member of the board will not be tolerated. Once the time for public participation has passed, discussions of topics will be restricted to board members only. Thank you in advance for complying with this request. Request for public participation, we have Mr. Alonzo Bailey Jr. And Mr. Bailey, if you would, we have a microphone right here if you want to come forward.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
My concern is about the school taxes that I have to pay every year which is $582 a year. I have no kids in school, and I'm 73 years old.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. That's what I'm concerned about.
Okay. We'll get someone to give you our policy on that and get you some information as regards to school taxes.
Okay.
We have your address here. Is this address is okay and this correct phone number here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for your concern, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
But can I add something?
Sure.
I would say, Mr. Bailey, if you stay for the meeting, they're going to do a presentation on the millage rate. And so I think you'll learn a little bit about it, like in terms of collection-wise. Like how even though it's a certain amount, how is still less than what we used to collect. So if you stay around for the meeting, it shouldn't take that long.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Bailey, is Mrs. Bailey? Sometime next week I'll call you and schedule a meeting for you to come in, and we can sit down and you can ask me all kinds of questions, and we can go through all the things that I have available to me that helps me make a recommendation on what to do with the millage rate. So if that's okay with you, I'll call you next week.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Ferry?
Okay. Good evening, and Ms. Erica Robinson is going to present the information that we have about our current recommendations for millage rate.
Good evening. Tonight I'll be doing a short presentation on our proposed millage rate for FY18. So first I would like to start out by showing the 10-year history of the M&O Tax Digest. And so you can see from FY 2009 to FY 2018, you see our history there. These are our actual tax digest numbers. In 2009, we had a millage rate of 18.21. That millage rate was increased in fiscal year 2011 to 20, and it has remained at 20 through 2017, and we are proposing it to remain at 20 for 2018. On this slide, you can see the how our tax revenue decreased during the recession. We were at $53 million. As the years went on, we got as low as $36 million in 2014. In 2015, it did begin to rebound, but at a slow pace. So for 2018, at a millage rate of 20, we are still about $6.5 million below where we were in 2009 at a lower millage rate. So I'll just leave this up for a second to give you guys time to look at it. On this slide, I have a sample home calculation to show what a taxpayer would pay on an average home value in 2009 versus 2018. So in 2009, the average home value was approximately $150,000. Using that value and a millage rate of 18.21, the homeowner would pay approximately $1,074. In fiscal year 2018, the average home value is $125,000. So using that value and a millage rate of 20, the homeowner would pay $920. So that is $154 less than what the homeowner paid in 2009 at a lower millage rate. On this slide, I have a sample teacher salary and benefits. This is an example of a teacher with a bachelor's degree and 10 years of experience. And what this slide shows that in 2009, it has the salary and benefits that were paid for a teacher at that level. We have also the salary and benefits for 2015, 16, 17, and 18. So as the tax digest began to improve, the district was able to begin restoring salary and benefits to our employees, but we are not quite there yet to the 2009 level. We're still about $1,600 below where we were in 2009. That difference is mainly due to our benefit offerings. We have not been able to fully restore our benefit offerings to where they were in 2009. So as the tax digest continues to improve, we hope to work towards fully restoring benefit offerings. This slide shows our per pupil expenditures compared to our neighboring districts. The per pupil expenditure is calculated based on our state and our federal, as well as our tax dollars. So Newton is listed at the top just so you can see it easily, but if you were to put them in order, Newton has the fourth highest per pupil expenditure among the districts listed here. So it will put us just after Fayette County. And this is for FY16 data, which is the latest data that's available. And here on this last slide is just a sample of districts and their total millage rates for FY17. It is sorted based on the total millage rate from highest to lowest. So you'll see Newton down in the blue. We have a total millage rate of 20, which we did reduce our bond millage rate to 0 in FY16. So that puts us at a total of 20 mills for FY17. Which is the same as Clark County, Our neighboring districts have a little bit higher millage rates, but these are just a sample of the districts throughout the state of Georgia. And so for FY18, we are proposing to keep the millage rate at 20 as it was for FY17. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you. This time we'll entertain any questions from any of the board members.
I don't have any, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, at this point, are there any other matters of interest from any of the board members? Ms. Coggins? Mr. Johnson?
No.
Mr. Bailey?
No, sir.
Ms. Baker?
I have none.
Ms. Fury?
Just that we are gearing up to start school again. Friday, July 28th, we will be back at the work again and looking forward to receiving all of our students. A lot of planning going on and has been going on for months, and so we're really excited about getting the fiscal year 18 school year off to a great start.
Good. Okay, well, thank you. At this time, I entertain a motion to adjourn, please.
So maybe.
Motion by Ms. Coggins, second by Mr. Johnson. All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same. Motion carries.
See y'all next time.
See you, dear. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. See ya.